And a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Smith catches left side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
16 yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Looking here for Smith downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Cousins. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
A gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Cousins pass.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Danielle Hunter.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they try too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught at the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 46 yards.
On the play.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Minnesota.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Bears 21, Vikings 7. For Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
It's 4th down.
For it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they just...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
41-yard line.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
7. And the Vikings.
Cousins on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
And 4 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. First down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To Jefferson on the slant.
Cousins.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Jefferson.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown.
Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Bears 27, Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Brother, just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bears 34, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go one more. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.